skip to this time frame if you just want to know how to make the farm. Welcome back one and all to Reloaded Season 9. Whoa, we're back. We're gonna be doing things a little bit differently this season. Also, don't ask why I'm a dwarf. There's a video coming up on that. It's lore, don't question it. More on that later, but first I want to show all of you my beautiful farms I've made. These are my ladies. There's Muss Farm, Cobble Farm, Villager Slaying Farm, and then there is this, my beautiful sheep farm. And let me tell you, this thing is so amazing. It works by using like dark magic. They changed like the how grass spreads, so now you can make super fast sheep farms, and it's actually really quite simple. This is what I got from like a night of AFKing. I'm gonna need a lot of white wool for my build this season, so stay tuned for that. More on that later, I guess. You might be wondering now, how do I make such a fantastic, fabulous farm? Well, I'm glad you asked. Take it away, Redstone Gomer. Glad to be back on the show, Mr. Dwarf Gomer. Decide. Redstone Gomer. Yeah. So, what you're gonna need for this is basically nothing. You need some grass. Dirt could also work. You could make like a dirt path to lead the grass block to spread. You need some glass, trapdoors, dispenser, redstone torch, dust, water chest, hopper, the usual stuff. But you're not really gonna need a lot of it, except shears. This thing uses a lot of shears. You might not know this, but Minecraft recently changed a lot of how actually grass spreading works. So before, if you had a grass block, it could always spread to every block adjacent to it, as well as the diagonals up and down. But what's changed here now is that in addition to this, grass blocks can spread to blocks that are even further down. And this farm utilizes this mechanic to get insane grass spreading rates, so the sheep are always full with wool. In addition to this farm uses some dark magic to get all 6 sheep in one singular sheep shedding corner. Yeah, sure. Proper redstone terminology here. Yeah. So what we're gonna want to do is have a 2x3 area for where the sheep actually go. Then, as before, we can make a little pathway around with grass so that this will spread upwards once this gets randomly triggered, as well as one above. But what changes here is that we can have a platform on this level so that the sheep are here and grass spreads from all these 3 levels so that it's basically always grass in the farm. We can actually duplicate this design to have a 2-module piece that always has a ton of grass for the sheep to eat. But how do we actually shear the sheep now, you may ask? Well, that is where the dispensers come in. So if we have a dispenser here and a dispenser here and just get a testing sheep, we can see that its hitbox actually goes above and into this dispenser, so this dispenser can in fact shear this sheep. Now, to trigger these, this farm uses a little bit of something called redstone dust and a torch. And this torch powers this dispenser that also powers this dispenser and the redstone dust. The redstone dust deactivates the torch and this loops for a bit, then it stops. Once the redstone torch randomly gets updated again, the whole cycle begins once more, and all the sheep in here will get randomly sheared. Also, don't forget to put the actual light down here, otherwise the grass doesn't grow. Now, how do we actually get the wool from the sheep in a nice collecting system? If we shear the sheep, the wool will just get dropped down here. So right now, if we have 6 sheep in this contraption, that's 7. As I said, if we have 6 sheep, in this contraption, they're all gonna line up like this. If you press F3 and B, by the way, you open the hitboxes menu. Not all of them are actually gonna get sheared by the dispensers, because they need to have a part of their hitbox within this block for them to actually be sheared. We can fix both of these problems at the same time. So this is where the trapdoors come in. So if I place trapdoors like this, these trapdoors will push the sheep so that they're not standing directly in the corners and all have a tiny bit of their hitboxes within this block here. So if you look closely here, you can see that all of the sheep's hitboxes actually do connect with this dispenser. So if I give an update to this, now everyone is getting sheared by the contraption. But the wool is still down on the floor, and we don't want that. So this is where the next little trickery comes in. So by placing some glass down here and pushing it down using pistons, we'll see that an interesting thing happens once we update this. See, the dispenser tries to fire out the wool, but it sees that, oh no, it's a block, but it's just the trapdoors and then the glass, which it can travel upwards from. And then it just kind of goes up to the surface, and it's magical, and I love it. So let's repeat this thing for the other side. First we want the trapdoors. Then we want the sheep. This is also the step where you can color them if you wish to. Then we just place glass and push it all down with pistons. Now, as mentioned before, to get the optimal grass growth rates, we're gonna wanna place a layer of grass right above this place. So now every grass you see here is gonna be able to grow to these grass blocks if they're dirt, which is great. Now, if I just update this real quick, you can see that we get a bunch of wool up here. And what we can do now is just make a super simple collection system with water. Here you can just kind of customize it to your heart's content. It doesn't really matter how it looks up here. One thing I will say, where you place the water, there will be a dirt block. Now this won't massively impact the output of the farm, since, well, let's face it, it's like barely anything you're actually losing by doing this. But if you want to just min-max it and spend a little bit more glass, feel free to do so. Now if we just speed this up, we'll see that every time this thing gets randomly triggered, all the sheeps are sheared, and the wool gets put into this chest. See, it's barely been like half a minute and it's already generated this much. And this is with one module. See, where this thing gets really powerful is that you can just stack these next to each other. On the Reloaded server, my farm looks a little something like this. It's 4 of these modules working simultaneously, and you can pretty much stack these infinitely. You can even stack them vertically. But then remember, all solid blocks are a no-no. So if we just place some glass in between the layers, you can stack it vertically, though I don't recommend it since there does need to be a gap where the torches actually are, and the wool can and will get stuck there. So that will kind of draw out a lot of the output from the bottom ones. I do recommend stacking it horizontally though, since that just full on just scales up the actual wool gain. But yeah, there you have it. A super simple and efficient wool farm that honestly doesn't use that much. You could go a lot bigger than this, but I quite like the 4 module design that I've made because it fits perfectly within one chunk. But you could always, if you wish, make it as big as you want if you need a lot of wool. It's basically just like, you know, the classic wool farm, but one of these modules is tiny and is as fast as 12 of those. So yeah, this thing can do a lot of wool. Let's just say that. Back to Dwarf Gomer. You know, I'm almost thinking this farm produces too much wool. Like, let's face it, when am I ever gonna use this much blue wool? I plan on like having, oh yeah, I can have like a few stacks, maybe if I wanna like color code my redstone or something, but this is just obscene. I don't need this much. I need like a lot of white wool and a bit of light gray, maybe some dark gray as well. The rest I just thought, you know, might as well add it. I guess I could always just sell the wool, and hasn't quite been added to the server yet, so the tricky bit now is how on earth do I transport all of this wool over to shopping districts? And I think I have a plan. Yoink,
Hey.
yoink, yoink, yoink. Up, 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 up. Now I just wait. Papa, child, I have a childling. What do I do with him now? Do I feed him? Oh, I have another one. I have so many of them. No, don't wander off, child. Feeding the child. Why do they already feel super big? Is it just because I'm small? How many snowballs? Ah, no, he's burning. He's burning. No, child. Child, no. No.
What have you done?
I've killed the child. Look at them go. Are they not beautiful? I think you know where this is going, so let's just do a fun little montage, I guess. Yeah, cue the epic adventuring music. And boom, it's been a few days. Let's see how much we've gotten. Not expecting much, but okay. Actually, diamonds. Okay. Yeah, oh. Oh! This... Huh. Who bought the entire rainbow? Who actually bought the entire rainbow? I'm so happy now. I was expecting this to get like this many diamonds like of the entire season. I've heard that these shops aren't actually that profitable. Guess I'm wrong. Well, that was a pleasant surprise. Anyhow, I'm back here at the inside of my future mega base. As alluded to earlier, I have some quite massive plans for this season. And I also do plan on making some quite substantial differences in how I actually make the videos here on the channel. So if you want a bit of a taste test, watch the video on screen now. Anyhow, I've been Mr. Gomer. You watched the amazing sheep farm that I love, and I think you should make it too. Bye.